All right, Lola, welcome back. Welcome back. How are you? Good, great. Um, Before we get started, I just wanted to, ask about your personal, life and what's going on with you. Tell me one good thing about this week that happened to you. Okay, cool. So you got a puppy? Great. That's really nice. I used to have a puppy. His name was Onyx. Um, what about one bad thing? I could say bad thing, but I like to call this thorns and roses. So the good thing would be a rose, and the bad thing would be, you know, a thorn. Like something that kind of bothered you this week, but didn't stop your, I want to know that you conquered the week even still strongly. So this is my purpose of doing this. So what about it? Okay, well, you lost your favorite doll. Okay. Well, what type of doll was this? Being that you're no, a teenager. I mean, no judgment because I still keep stuffed animals on my bed myself and I'm very much a grown woman. But okay. Okay. Oh yeah, so you had the doll since you were young. So I guess the puppy was kind of like that brush over for the week after losing your favorite doll that you've had since childhood. So I get it. I get it. Definitely. Every stuffed animal I have in my bed has a sentimental value to me as well. So I understand. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations on a puppy. What kind of puppy is it? Oh, okay. All right. So a black lab. I had a couple of those growing up. Let's see. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad to hear about your week. Congratulations on being a new dog mom. All right, let's get started with some breathing exercises. Let's start with steam heat. And you should remember, breathe in 4 counts, hold 4, exhale for 6. By the time we get to the third, round of steam heat, we might be exhaling for 8 to 10. But we're starting off with 6 as normally. All right, inhale. Milkshake straw. Hold. Good job. All right. Inhale 4 seconds. Oh. Good job. 8 seconds. One more time. Inhale. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Well, moving on. Let's try an exercise from step 1. I thought I had it pulled up here. Not step 1, but step 2. That was a step 1 exercise. Step 2. All right. So you remember the adducted onsets for set 2. Let's try. We did easy call the last time. Let's do one. Let's do the speak it, sing it short. Let's do one of the speak it, sing it. All right. All right. At. All right. At. All right, so let's try it without it. All right. At. Your turn. At. Let's go up. At. Good, your turn. Good job. At. Okay. At. Good job, Lola. Good job. Okay, G sharp. At. Good job, Lola. At. One more time on G sharp. Good job. At. Good job, Lola. Good job. Let's bring it back down. Good job. Good job. Last one. Good job. All right, so moving on. All right. Step 3, let's do a step 3 exercise and then we can move on. Let's go do a step 3 from the advanced section. You remember the pulse vibrato? All right, the hissing and then the yee. And if you must, only if you must, use an aspirate onset. And what I mean by aspirate onset is a breathy onset. So if it's harder for you to hit those higher notes when you get up to that D flat, then, use a, to begin the vowel, okay? Use an H sound, the more of a breathy sound to begin the vowel. All right. The 3 pulse bravado, I'm going to play it for you. Oh, also, if you notice, there are slurs between the notes. I may have not pointed this out the last time, but the slurs between those notes means that you connect the notes. So instead of a separate it's going to be it's going to sound more like a siren. All right, so make sure you're connecting those notes. I'm not sure if I made that a point the last time, but I'm saying it now. These are slurs, so that means connect your notes. I do not have a pedal on this keyboard, so it's a little harder to sound like I'm connecting the notes when I'm playing it, but make sure that you are as you're singing. All right? All right, here we go. Starting the track over for you. And let's not forget, as we are singing, don't forget your posture. Hands on hip, hand on the bottom of the chin, palm on the bottom of your chin with the one thumb and finger to each side so that your mouth is neutral. Because as we go up, as the scale goes up, you're going to need a very natural neutral mouth so that your larynx does not raise too high. All right. because that's the last thing that we want is a laryngeal hike. All right. Just like that. Good job. Good job, Lola. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right. Let's try it without the track. All right. All right. Starting on a D flat. That's up there. That's an F, well, G flat. right there. Let's move on. Step 4. We've already been here for 15 minutes of our 30-minute time. So now it gives me time to teach step 4. All right. So step 4, we are learning to isolate our lower and upper registers. Our lower and upper registers, so that's our TA and CT muscles. Our TA muscles is for our lower register and our CT muscles for our upper register. If I haven't already explained that, I'm pretty sure that we went over that in our GTA, KY, or get to know yous. So hopefully you remember what we spoke about then, but if not, let me give you a refresher. Our TA muscles are our thyroid and retinoid muscles, which control our voice in our lower register. That's what you feel in your chest when you speak. Like if you put your hand on your chest as you speak, you can feel your chest vibrating, and that's why it's called the chest voice sometimes. But it's also known as the lower register, known as TA dominant formation, which means, and also that vibration that you feel in your chest isn't really your chest voice itself. It's just called sympathetic resonance, okay? All right. But our chest voice and our head voice, which is our upper register, CT muscles, cricothyroid and retinoid muscles, is a cricothyroid dominant phonation. When you're speaking, when you're no longer speaking in your chest voice, and it kind of gets up when you're singing those higher notes, and it's a little bit uncomfortable in that transition in between, which is that primo passaggio, and I'm pretty sure you remember what we went over with that. We are focusing on transitioning between, well, we haven't gotten to the area where we're going to mix. However, step 4 is isolating those two registers so that we know that they're both equally strong. And so when we get into step 5, we have something to mix, because you can't mix without having something to mix, okay? So with that being said, we could go ahead and get started on our step 4 exercise.